€70 million is about to decide the future of a gem that once belonged to Real Madrid. And the best part, no one in the world can sign him without Florentino Perez saying yes. Meanwhile, a Brazilian star from our squad, earning £350,000 per week, could be at the center of a bombshell swap deal that's about to shake the Premier League. And it doesn't stop there. Real Madrid already has a secret list of centre-backs who could arrive for free in 2026, and the first name on that list currently plays in England. In the middle of all this, Xabi Alonso has made a decision that could stir the ego of one of our most beloved stars. And to wrap things up, a player from the current squad has become untouchable in the market, no matter how much is offered. But hold on. Don't leave the video now, because I'm going to tell you everything down to the last detail. Before dropping the full bombs, if you're a true Madridista and live the club like we do, click the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because here the news comes hot and with passion. According to the Spanish outlet Defensa Central, Real Madrid has its eye on a major defensive reinforcement. William Saliba, Arsenal centre-back and an undisputed starter for the French national team. The guy is a wall. At just 24 years old, he's already considered one of the best defenders on the planet, with physical strength, game-reading ability, and composure worthy of a veteran. And what would be the bargaining chip placed on the table by Florentino Perez? None other than Rodrygo Goes, our number 11, hero of historic Champions League nights, scorer of goals that echoed through the Bernabeu and across the world, and who currently earns £350,000 per week. It's no small thing, Madridista. Rodrygo isn't just another player in the squad, he's part of our recent identity, a forward who knows how to deliver when the pressure is unbearable. But Florentino and Xabi Alonso are looking to the future, and the message is clear. The priority right now is to secure a defender who can command the backline for the next 10 years. Arsenal, in turn, values Saliba like pure gold. Arteta has built one of the most solid defenses in the Premier League around him, and losing the Frenchman is almost unthinkable for the Gunners. However, the chance to get a forward of Rodrygo's caliber could tempt the English board, especially with the London club seeking more firepower to finally win the Premier League. The problem is, Saliba isn't pushing for a move. On the contrary, he's enjoying stability and respect at Arsenal. On top of that, the club has already had a very strong transfer window, bringing in names like Kepa, Norgard, Zubimendi, Maduk, Mosquera, and Gyökeres. In other words, they're not desperate for reinforcements. Even so, Florentino knows how to play the game. Putting Rodrygo on the table as a bargaining chip is a way to show that Madrid is willing to let go of a star to secure a defensive leader. And if the Saliba saga doesn't have a happy ending, there's a clear plan B, Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool. The Frenchman is younger than Saliba and has a contract only until 2026, which could make a future move easier, especially if he doesn't renew with the Reds. The question is, should Real Madrid really risk losing a proven forward like Rodrygo for a defender, no matter how brilliant he is? Or is it wiser to hold on to the Brazilian, who's already proven decisive on Europe's biggest nights? This trade could be the building of a new wall at the Bernabeu, or the start of an offensive void that's hard to fill. So, Madridista, would you make this trade or keep our number 11 at all costs? According to the Spanish newspaper Marca, Xabi Alonso's first big controversial decision as Real Madrid coach is already made. Kylian Mbappé will be the official penalty taker this season. That means Vinicius Jr., who had taken on that role since Karim Benzema's departure, has lost the spot. And this change is no small thing, Madridista. We're talking about a symbolic gesture inside the locker room. A penalty isn't just a dead ball, it's a show of trust, giving a player the responsibility to decide with composure when the whole stadium is holding its breath. It's a position of leadership on the pitch. Last season, under Carlo Ancelotti, indecision reigned. The team rotated between 4 different takers, Mbappé, Vini, Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde, and the result was disastrous, 7 misses out of 19 attempts, the worst rate among Europe's big clubs. Mbappé alone missed 3. Even so, Alonso is convinced, the Frenchman will take them. Why is this such a big deal? Because it directly impacts the ego and status of Vinicius Jr. Since Benzema's departure, Vini hasn't just been a fast, skillful winger, he's been the main man in the attack. Having penalty duty was a way to confirm that. Now the message is different, Mbappé is the new offensive leader, and everything will go through him. Make no mistake, this kind of decision changes locker room dynamics. Vini is competitive, proud, and used to carrying the team in tough moments. Accepting that the new superstar will take on this role won't be easy. On the other hand, Mbappé arrives with the weight of being the most anticipated signing in years and with the expectation of being decisive in every key moment, including from the penalty spot. And there's more. Alonso's choice also shows he wants to end the rotation and establish a clear hierarchy. No more disputes at the spot, no improvisation. Whoever grabs the ball is always the same. And for the coach, the most prepared to handle that pressure is Mbappé. The message is direct and without filters. Real Madrid's attack now has an owner, and his name is Kylian Mbappé. The question is, how will Vinicius react? Will this decision forge an even stronger partnership between the two or plant the seed of a silent rivalry for the spotlight? According to information from the outlet Real Madrid Confidential, the board is already thinking far beyond the current season. The focus is not just on winning now, but also on making sure the club stays dominant for years to come. And within this plan, the 2026 transfer window is seen as a golden opportunity to strengthen the defense without spending a single euro on a transfer fee.
The reason?
3 top-level defenders could be out of contract exactly in that period, and all of them are on Florentino Perez's radar. The list is short but heavy. Ibrahima Konate, Liverpool, the absolute favorite. At 26 years old, he's already a starter for the French national team, a centre-back with impressive physical presence, the speed to cover large spaces, and above-average game reading. At Liverpool, he has earned starter status and has been a key piece both under Klopp and now with Arne Slot. His market value is estimated at €60 million, but if he doesn't renew by 2026, Madrid could bring him in for free. He's the kind of signing that changes the level of a defense. Dayot Upamecano, Bayern Munich. More experienced and already known for his potential since his RB Leipzig days, where he stood out as a fast, aggressive centre-back with excellent ball distribution. At Bayern, however, he has struggled with inconsistency and criticism for costly mistakes in big matches. Still, the talent and physical strength are there, and a more stable environment, like Real Madrid's, could be exactly what he needs to get back to his peak. Marc Guéhi, Crystal Palace, the youngest on the list and perhaps the most underrated. At just 24, he's already a starter for the England national team and stands out for his consistency in the Premier League. He's not just physically strong but also tactically intelligent, knowing how to position himself and anticipate plays. He's seen as a long-term project with huge room for growth. The plan is clear. If none of the 3 renews with their current clubs by 2026, Real Madrid will go all in to sign at least one of them as a free agent. But it won't be easy. Premier League clubs and other European giants will surely join the race. This means that even without a transfer fee, Madrid will have to offer competitive wages and an irresistible sporting project to beat the competition. This strategy is nothing new at the Bernabeu. Florentino has already proven to be a master at taking advantage of market opportunities, bringing in elite players without paying exorbitant transfer fees. And if he manages to repeat the formula with one of these names, Real Madrid's defensive unit could be set and well covered for the next decade. According to the newspaper AS, Xabi Alonso was categorical in internal meetings with the board. Fran Garcia is not for sale under any circumstances. No matter the size of the offer or where it comes from, the left-back is considered a key piece in the new coach's plans for both the present and future of Real Madrid. And it's not that there hasn't been interest. Clubs from Spain, England, and even Italy have already approached the player, sending tempting offers to take him away from the Bernabeu this transfer window. The answer has always been the same: we're not interested in negotiating. The confidence in Fran is total. Last season's numbers help explain this stance: 54 matches played, totaling more than 3,500 minutes on the pitch. One of Carlo Ancelotti's most used players, he played a decisive role in winning the Club World Cup, maintaining consistency, intensity, and delivering exactly what's expected from a modern fullback: constant offensive presence without compromising the defense. Xabi Alonso especially values 3 aspects of Fran's game. Intensity, runs the full 90 minutes with the same effort, covering large distances and contributing both in attack and defense. Width, stretches the pitch and always offers a passing option, allowing the attack to breathe and change tempo. Tactical intelligence, knows when to push forward, when to hold back, and how to position himself to neutralize counterattacks. These qualities fit perfectly with the system Alonso wants to implement. Unlike Mendy, who is more defensive and restrained, Fran offers depth, speed, and more dynamism on the left side, something the coach sees as essential for breaking down tight defenses. And with the arrival of Alvaro Carreras, an interesting situation arises. Real Madrid will now have 3 left-backs in the squad. However, even with this overpopulation in the position, Fran is not at risk. On the contrary, he's seen as the reference for the role, the one who already understands the demands of the Bernabeu and knows how to deliver in big matches. For Alonso, letting go of Fran Garcia now would mean not only losing a player but also a profile that is rare in the market. Developed in the club's academy, young, experienced, and already adapted to the pressure of wearing the white shirt. That's why the message is clear: Fran is untouchable. Madridistas, those were today's bombshells: a future secured through smart clauses, a mega swap that could change the attack and defense, a secret list for 2026, controversial decisions from the coach, and the guarantee that not everyone is for sale. Now it's your turn. Comment below what you would do if you were in Florentino Perez's place. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and let's live every chapter of this soap opera called Real Madrid together. Hala Madrid always.